And this is the very sad story of the Nottingham fire that happened over the weekend. Well, police in Nottingham have now confirmed that they are investigating a triple murder after the mother, who has been in hospital for the last 2 days, has very sadly died. And she's also been named. She's called Fatoumatta Hydara, and she was 28. And the 2 children that died, Naeemah Drammeh, who was 1, and Fatoumatta Drammeh, who was 3. This is an image of the mum and her 2 children, the mum who has died and her 2 children who died in that fire in Fair Isle Close, just been announced by police in Nottinghamshire. Let's bring in our Midlands correspondent, Becky Johnson, who is at the scene for us. Becky, this is an awful story. This mum has been on life support since the weekend, but today it has been announced that, along with her 2 children, she too has perished.
This is just an incredibly sad story that is now a triple murder investigation, with the news that the mother of the 2 children that died in the fire at this flat has passed away in hospital this morning. She's been named Fatoumatta Hydara, aged 28. We knew that she'd been in a critical condition since this fire took hold in the early hours of Sunday morning, but very sadly has now passed away. Now, police have also told us the names of her 2 young children who died in the immediate aftermath of that fire. Naeemah Drammeh, aged just 1, and her older sister, Fatoumatta Hydara, who was just 3 years old. The police have released images of the girls and the heartbroken family of those girls, and indeed Fatoumatta have shared some video of the 2 young girls with us, which shows the 2 playing together as happy young sisters would play together. This was neighbours and family tell us a very happy young family living here at this flat in Nottingham. That video there, you can see the little toddler Naeemah Drammeh playing with her older sister Fatimah. It is just heartbreaking for the family to have to come to terms not only with their deaths, but now also the fact that their mother, 28-year-old mother, has passed away too in this fire. Now, the other shocking element to this is that this is being treated as a fire that was started deliberately. That's why this is a murder investigation. A 31-year-old man from the local area who was arrested on Sunday evening. Police telling us they now have been given an additional 36 hours to interview him. So he's now being questioned on suspicion of 3 murders. And we've had some words from Detective Chief Inspector Mark Sinski, who's leading the investigation. I'll read you what he says. He says, "We're dealing with one of the most horrendous crimes, the death of 2 young children and their mother. This is a deeply upsetting tragedy, and I can only imagine the family's pain. They include the woman's husband and father of the 2 children, who was not in the UK at the time of the fire. Both he and other members of the family are being supported by specially trained officers at this incredibly difficult time, and we ask for the media to give them privacy while they deal with this incredible loss." He goes on to say this has been an extremely traumatic event for them, and I'd like to reassure them we're doing everything we possibly can to bring them the justice they deserve. We know that the husband and father of the victims was here, actually, in this street yesterday after he'd flown in from America. He was just utterly shell-shocked and went to the hospital to be by his wife's bedside. But sadly, we've learned now that she has also lost her life in this fire. I was just chatting to a neighbour who said what a lovely family they were, how sad everyone is, and how they simply can't understand why anyone would want to hurt them.
Becky Johnson, thanks very much for bringing us that update.